Yo, you know what it is. Immigrant gets beat down in Queens. This one is gonna be hype. Yo, immigrant got old school justice in Queens. We gonna tell you about it. You know what I mean? He awed a 13-year-old girl, tied up her and her boyfriend. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna show you how this thing go. It's a new system that I'm working with. Cause you know you gotta evolve. Yo, check it out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all that crap while the intro is playing. Alright? Alright, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm getting ready to show you a joint to let you know what's going on, right? And this is not to go at no immigrants or nothing. This is just what's happening in our society. So all y'all that think that it's cool to wear flip-flops in public, we're going to talk about that. I got a little skit for that too, you know what I mean? But right now I want you to sit back and I want you to check out this ride that I'm getting ready to do. I hooked up some new stuff to the system and I want you to tell me how you like it in the comments. You already know. You know, now this is the new joint, right? This is my news what is that? News broadcasting studio section that I just put together. See, I just come home after 26 years and I said, man, you know, let me play with this YouTube thing. So I got to take it to the next level, next generation. How I look after 26 years, I'm creating a pattern so that, you know, my fellow YouTubers know how to go and keep it gangster. But check it out, right? All right, let me bring this over here. And we're going to hit my man, and he's going to tell you what went on with this immigrant and this 13-year-old girl, man. You know, let's put our prayers out and come together as a community.
Talk about a neighborhood watch. Tonight, we are hearing from the people who spotted an accused rapist in a bodega and said they delivered a beatdown before turning him over to the cops. Police say he attacked two 13-year-olds, raping one of them last week in Casino Park, Queens, less than 3 miles from where he was arrested.
All right, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he just said? He just said that they issued a vicious beatdown, right? A vicious beatdown. Now, we're going to talk about this because I like to ride. I like to ride. See how I transition on you and all that? I like to ride. I remember I was standing in front of Mecca Audio one day, right? This had to be about 91, 92, more like 92. But I'm sitting out there. We got the music out front. We got Kid Capri and everybody. I did an interview with Kid Capri the other day, too. I forgot about in my joint. Well, we got Kid Capri, Ron G. They all in the Mecca Audio. And, you know, we got the lights around the building and all that. I ain't got the picture in there and all that. But, you know, you can picture because I'm a good description person. Now, everybody out there playing music. And it's so crowded that the bus couldn't go by. You know what I mean? All the cars, you know, nothing but European cars parked on both sides of the street because we didn't do, you know, old schools like down south. You know, no disrespect to down south. But all European cars on both sides and, you know, so there's no way a bus and a car going by when you got them double parked on both sides right next to each other. So while that's going on now, you know, police came, cleared it out. They said, yo, Unique, you pay us your little money. We appreciate the little 10 grand a week that you give us, you know what I mean? You know, to donate to the PAL and all that. You know, we appreciate that, right? But, you know, we can't help you if you stop the city bus from going through 8th Avenue, a.k.a. Frederick Douglass Boulevard. Because, right, you know, yeah, I'm riding right now, you know, I'm riding. You know, so y'all like, oh, he talking about the immigrants, but yeah, he riding. Yeah, I'm riding. This is how we do it to Mecca. We, you know, like you putting a different mixtape as you riding, or, you know, a different artist or a different song when you listen to music. This is how I give you my joint, because this is how I see your mentality like in the flow to keep the interest going. But, you know, of course, the rat bastards and flip-flop wearing and public trolls, they gonna say, oh, he don't stay on the point, he deviates. No, nigga, I'm riding. You're right, I'm riding. But now, right, so we all out there. Police said we don't care about the little 10 grand you give us. You know what I mean? We appreciate that. That helps us to get our kids through school and, you know, take our mistresses shopping and all that. But this, this is the exact conversation. So he's like, yo, but check it out. You can't stop the bus from going down 8th Avenue. Because if you stop the bus, now you stopping the city's money. And I still work for the city, even though I'm a dirty mother effer. You know what I mean? And mixing with your scumbag ass down here. You know what I mean? But, you know, green got no, you know, got no picks. You know what I mean? We both wanted green. So, you know, that's how that was, right? So we, you know, got out there and we told the homies move the car, make sure the buses could get through, da da da. So of course we flooded Bradhurst and McCombs, that's the two outside blocks, and we let the traffic flow. Now the traffic is flowing, but there's mad people outside. And as everybody's outside, here comes, we had what we called back then a gypsy cab driver. For y'all, you know, if a gypsy cab driver is like, you know, you could just take your car, picture you having your car, and you driving, and people just stick their hand out, you know what I mean, to get a ride. You know, that's a cab. They call that gypsy cab because you don't have your livery license, you ain't got nothing. You just got 4 wheels with 4 doors. You know what I mean? Gotta have 4 doors. Now you got 4 wheels and 4 doors, and you riding down Broadway, Amsterdam, 8th Avenue, Lenox, 5th Park, Fordham Road, you know, Simpson Street, Flatbush, you know, Ocean Avenue. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Wherever you at and you riding, you just stick your hand out. And there was so many people that had their own cars that was running a cab service, that wasn't paying taxes because they wasn't getting the livery insurance, because that was like $3,500. My man came to me and said, yo, let me get $3,500 so I get my livery insurance. I said, yo, my brother, I'm glad you're trying to do the right thing and all that, right? But I'll be damned if I give you $3,500 to do the same every goddamn body else is doing. If you don't want to break the law, you go get a job, you save your money, you do that. The police not messing with nobody for no damn livery license. So take your ass out and get your money, nigga. Come tell me you need $3,500 for something else. You want to take your mistress to Virgin Islands or something, you know? But don't tell me no crap about you want to go, you know what I mean? Get a license when this is the norm. You know, that's where my mentality was at. Of course, you know, did the rat bastards and say, oh, he told him to break the law when he came to him to be legal. Yes, that's what I did, because that's where we was at back then. It was about getting over on the law. That was our mentality. That's not right in today's society. But that's why I want you to understand how it was, how it is, and where it's going. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get back to this joint right here real quick, because, you know, y'all playing games with me right now.
Let's get right out to CBS 2 investigative reporter Tim McNicholas, live at Queens Criminal Court, where the suspect will face a judge. Tim.
Maurice, a group of people in Corona tell me they saw a picture of the suspect on social media, and immediately they realized they'd already seen him around the neighborhood. So they were on the lookout, and sure enough, they saw him again, or on one this morning.
This video shows Christian Giovanni Ingalandi on the ground just outside this deli minutes after Jeffrey Flores says he spotted him.
I come and I just grab him out the store.
Flores and others in the neighborhood say they'd seen him at the store earlier and waited for hours to see if he'd return.
And after that, I ain't gonna lie, everybody knew what's up and everybody just started beating on him.
The group says they used this belt to tie up his legs. Seen.
Now, could you believe that? They use a belt in America and tied up, you know, a citizen making a citizen's arrest in America. Normally they would be going crazy. Oh, they grabbed an innocent citizen. He's innocent and proven guilty in the court of law. Just because, you know what I mean, they said he did it, they put his picture on the thing, don't mean he did it. Even though he admitted, yeah, I did it. That don't mean he did it until he has his right to the Constitution to be innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. But this situation, because this immigrant problem is so serious, you know, they did the right thing. That's the society that we're turning into against immigrants. But that's in your face. But that's the society we lived in as black people. You understand? But now there's a lower class than us black people. And those are the immigrants. So they could get away with what they want with the immigrants, violating their constitutional right because they're not from the American soil. And, you know, they didn't come here legally, you know, and that's what's going on in Washington. Do they get the protections of the Constitution because they on the soil? Because that's the way it has always supposed to be in the United States of America? Or now that we having so many people flocking to come here illegally, thousands across the border illegally, and we have nowhere to put them and taking taxpayers' money and paying for them to, you know, I heard they get like $10,000 a month on their card. What citizen is getting $10,000 a month from the, you know, from the state, or even the government, because it's New York State I'm hearing this. I'm like, whoa, 10,000? You know what I mean? Let me go up across the border, crawl back across and act like an immigrant. That's what my man told me. My man said, yo, I'm about to, you know what I mean? I'm about to go to Cali, you know what I mean? Cross the border in San Diego, you know what I mean? And then you make my way around through, through Texas, I said, why Texas? I said, you just come right back across in San Diego. He said, no, I'm going to Texas. I said, why are you going to Texas? True story, you rat bastard. Sit back and listen. I said, why are you going to Texas? He said, man, I'm going to Texas because if I go to Texas, right? He said, first of all, right? He said, wait, let me break it down. He wanted to ride. He wanted to ride. My people's ride too. He said, let me ride. So he said, if I go across the border in San Diego, come back across the border in San Diego, I got to pay about $200-300, maybe $400 to get back to New York. I said, so what's wrong with that? He said, but if I'm riding, let me ride. He said, but if I go back across the border, that's free. He said, and then I make my way to Texas. He said, that's free. He said, once I cross the border in Texas, they're going to send me to a black dude named Mayor Adams that's giving out $10,000 per immigrant. I said, damn, you's a genius, my nigga. Yo, but, I'm just giving you a skit to show you how people is thinking out there, because it's like the citizens can't get 10 grand a month. So here goes a citizen going across the border to come back over the border to claim not citizenship, but immigrantship. You understand what I'm saying? So he get the benefits that they're giving the immigrants. Somebody explain this to me. I know y'all know this is genius, man. Hold up. I gotta give myself a round of applause. That was a good ass scenario, man. That was a good scenario. We're gonna play the rest of it. Relax. Give gunshots to the rat bastard. Matter of fact, give you 3 seconds to get out. You already know. Take that with you on the way out. Take all that. Now, this is where we at. Let's finish playing this tape, man. Because this is just ridiculous.
Here after the arrest. He fought with them, and the community still managed to hold on to him until we got there.
The NYPD says Ingalandi was treated and released from the hospital for minor injuries.
We waited 7 hours.
Hold up. They made that sound like he was treated and released back to the streets. And we know that didn't happen. And somebody tell me if I'm wrong here. Put it in the comments, but let me finish hitting play and see what the heck is going on with this movement.
You heard? All day, all night for him.
This man, who goes by Forge and didn't want to give for minor injuries.
Right here.
He says Ingalandi was treated and released from the hospital for minor injuries.
We waited 7 hours. You
Oh,
heard?
that must
All
be the
day,
victim.
all night for him.
This man, who goes by Forge and didn't want to give his real name, says Ingalandi likely would have gotten away if not for him and about 6 other people who helped detain him.
Yeah, now that's the way it was back in the day. Because we like to ride over here to Mecca, right? That's the way it was back in the day, right? Okay, let me get this. There you go. Now, that's the way it was back in the day, so you understand. All right, got it right. Just playing with this, making sure I got the little buttons right. Now, back in the day, if you did something wrong in our neighborhood, we handled our business and not promoting violence, not promoting nothing, because I know the rat bastards, you know what I mean? They're going to take it the way it could sound, but I'm telling you how I mean it and how it is to you filthy rat bastards. Now listen, right? So now, I done lost my train of thought, you rat bastards that got in my head. You know what I mean? Ooh, you just feel like something crawling on you. You think about the rats getting mad. I can understand. When I say rat bastards, only people get mad is the people that's really rat bastards trying to hide and trying to say they not. Ain't no sane person gonna get mad about somebody calling them something that they not. You know what I mean? If you're not a rat, it don't matter what I say. If you're a rat, then of course, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because now you're mad and you're trying to get the people to roll with the people because that's the way they roll. You know what I mean? Now, we were talking about, I think, how, I got this slick little system, so I can even do all this real quick. Let me get back on my talk. I know I was getting ready to get on some fly shit right now. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to play this. Let's bring me back over here. All right, let's go. All right. Here we go. All right, so we bring that up. Let's see what he was saying. I'm going to go back to that. Man.
Didn't want to give his real name, says Ingolandi likely would have gotten away if not for him and about 6 other people who helped detain him.
You know what we do? On this side over here, we don't condone none of that. You know, he's a rapist.
Angela Cerati says she's the one in this video asking Ingolandi in Spanish where he was going.
You see what I'm saying? That's a community coming together. That's the community that I grew up in. We need to come together, man. They didn't know that 13-year-old, you know, female or the 13-year-old male. You know what I mean? That was just that family, because that's a part of the community. You know what I mean? We have to stick together. We are all we have. We have to understand that, you know? And when people do things, you know, like this, then they get what they deserve. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever you want to call it, whether it's street justice or criminal court justice, when people do things like this, they deserve to get. When people violate the laws and sell 25 kilos a day up and down the East Coast, I deserve to go to prison. I deserve to serve my 26 years. I take full responsibility for that. And if I can take responsibility for my actions, you youngins out here doing what you're doing, it's your choice. If you choose to do it, you claim it. Because I'm telling you, and you already know it before you get in a situation, that that's what being a man is about when you on the street. You claim your responsibility. You remember when you was in school? We're going to ride right now. Because we're talking to kids too. Relax. We're going to ride. You know, let me take this off. You know, I feel like riding right now. So let me bring this back up real quick. Hold up. All right. Right here. All right. That's not the one I want. Okay. I'm just learning here. Give me a chance to ride. All right. So now, I wanted to tell you about the school joint, right? That's what it was. YouTube screen, big camera. Nope. And that's what we want to turn on. Okay. So we got that right. Now, you remember when you was in school, right? And somebody might have threw a piece of paper in the class. I'm telling you, you're a little kid now. You're a little jit. Somebody throws a piece of paper across the class. The paper goes all across the class. So when the paper goes across the class, the teacher's back is turned, and everybody's laughing, and she turns around, pissed off, and she says, "Oh, who threw that? Who threw that piece of paper?" And everybody's scared to death. And nobody want to point the finger at you. Then there's always a few rat bastards. You know what I mean? That want to point the finger and say, "Man, I'm not claiming." This is what they thinking. I'm not claiming it, but I'm not going to be the first one to raise my hand. And then you know that's the time when you say, "I did that, teacher." And they say, "Well, get your ass over here, go to the principal's office." And they do what they got to do. You know what I mean? So that's how that goes, just so that you fully understand. You know? And, right, let me see now. I had it rolling too. So, you know, that's where I'm at with that. I'm about to tap out. I did pretty good, pretty far with this. There it is. All right, so I do that. Let me bring the small camera. Now I can finish my show. I'm about to tap out on y'all, man. You know what I mean? All right? Bear with me with this, all right? I'm just learning this new system. 26 years gone, man. I'm trying to do something right, something positive and legal, man. So, you know, legal, so y'all understand. That was for the rat bastards.
She says she also called 911.
Because he kept trying to run. You understand? He kept trying to run from all of us. So I was like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah, he kept saying help, 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 and then I told him to shut up. That's what the girls was yelling. One less guy in the street, you know, messing up the world.
Did you hear what he said? One less guy on the street messing up the road. He did his real civic duty as a civilian, as a citizen. You know what I mean? Because those type of people is not allowed to live amongst us in society. You know that. Even if that was your family member. I don't care if you want to go get him help, but you know he don't belong here. That's like a dude come in your house acting crazy. He get pissy drunk. You know we ride. a dude come in your crib, he pissy drunk, you know what I mean? And you tell him, like this happened on Christmas, I'm gonna give you one. My daughter invites me over to the house for Christmas. So I bring my man over there. My man goes over there, my daughter there with my 2 grandchildren, her husband, my son came, my 2 daughters, you know what I mean? And their mother, everybody came. Right? It's a nice little group. So my man comes over to eat, right? My man is, you know, a healthy dude. So he comes over, he eats, and everybody had to take their shoes off in the front as soon as they came in. So she told him to take his shoes off. He wouldn't take his shoes off. He came in, sat down, ate, started drinking. He done got so drunk that now he done went and put his shoes on because he's intending to leave, but he walks back with his shoes on my daughter's white rug, and my daughter is telling him like, yo, didn't I take your shoes off? You understand? And he just got so drunk and so complacent, you know, that he sat there walking on my daughter's rug. All because he was drunk. That's why, you know, that's the one that you tell, man, you know, slow down, relax. That's that crazy cousin, that crazy, you know, family member, where you know you got to be there, you know, for him to help him, you know. But,
And the NYPD thanking and praising that group today. As for that suspect, he now faces charges of rape, sex abuse, robbery, and other crimes. He is set to face a judge here in Queens Criminal Court either tonight or, more likely at this point, tomorrow morning, Maurice.
And Tim, emotions were clearly running high as this group grabbed this guy. Did they describe what it was like, what they were feeling in those moments?
Well, I actually asked Flores about
what was they feeling in that moment? I say, okay, they're going to ask a stupid question. Hold up, man, hold up. I got to come up on the big joint for this, man. I can't believe they just said that. Now, they just said, how did they feel at that moment? They felt like I'm getting ready to kill it. That's how they felt. You know what I mean? Why would you ask that? You know how they felt. You know what I mean? They felt like it was time for murder. That's how they felt. Don't ask stupid questions. See, that's why you don't go to those big newscasts. I'm going to start showing y'all the news joint, breaking it down so y'all understand how the news really supposed to go. Yo, the newscaster was supposed to say straight up, yo, they had to be pissed off. I like the way they came together as a community. Tell it like it is if that's how you feel it is. Because, you know, they're always going to have the rat bastards. They're going to say, it can go on both sides. Let me explain this to you. It can go on both sides, right? It can go like this. If that was a citizen and they did that to him, he'll be able to claim that he didn't have the full Constitution protections of the law, so therefore he's suing because they assaulted him and did all this to him, and he was only accused of whatever, you know, happened with those young ladies that he deserved to be punished beyond the extent of the law for. You know, the young man and young lady, 13 years old, that's just sick. But, you know, he done did all of that. You understand? I keep losing my chain of thought because this is just elementary to me. But anyway, so, you know, he done did that, right? What the hell? Where was I at with this, man? Because this is just so sick and so, you know, basic, you know. But he runs over. Where was I at? It was, yeah, it was a girl and a boy. I know that. It was a girl and a boy. And they tied the 2 of them up together, you know, with a rope. You know what I mean? And took a knife and cut the little girl pants off, and you know, with the dude tied up next to it. You can imagine the traumatic, you know, issues that they going through with that right now. You know, I mean, it's a little emotion to me. That's why I can't even focus just even thinking about something sick like this. You know what I mean? Happening much this here in America, like, you know, like, dude, what did you do? You saw some woods. You just thought you was back home in Guatemala. You just, you know, decide you just do what you. Somebody explain this to me. I'm confused. You know, I'm really confused. You know, dude come all the way from Guatemala, come to New York, see the big skyscrapers. They see the big skyscrapers, he's loving it. He's looking around, he's, oh my God. Then he walks around and he looks and he sees a little set of woods. You know what I mean? It reminds him of back home in his own country. You know, and they see 2 young people walking. You know what I mean? And then he threw his life away. He threw his life away. We don't want you young people. And then he said he did it because he was getting hot. So all y'all out there popping perks, oxycodones, and I just learned those 2 names. And whatever else y'all popping. And you know the fentanyl out there. I heard they putting the fentanyl in the weed and all that now when you go in certain places, so be careful what you're doing. But just pay attention. You know what I mean? Don't let the drugs make you make a bad decision that'll cost you the rest of your life. Because I'm taking out the fact that he was an immigrant right now. This was just 17, 20 years, whatever age he was. I think 21, 23. Whatever age he was. If this was just him, but you know what I mean? You let the drugs get you there. You youngins is looking real lifetime at what happens when the drugs get you where, you out of control with it. Let's just stop it, man. But I like my little sister, man. I'm having fun with it. I'm going to get used to it. You know what I mean? I just got to build the day. Took me 2 days.
About that, and he said one reason he was so mad and one reason he wanted to be on the lookout is because he has 2 little sisters of his own and he soon will have a daughter. He said when he saw this man, when he realized it was the suspect, he said walking away was not an option. Maurice.
Yeah, I think we can all understand that. Tim McNicholas tonight in Queens, thank you. And we are staying on top of this story. We will bring you the details from the suspect's court appearance and any new developments throughout the evening on air and online at CBSNewYork.com.
All right, so that's where we at. Now, right? So that joint doesn't stop. So we got all this going on with our people out here, and we have to come together because without us, there is no, nothing. We have to come together. I love the way that community came together. It should be more of that, man. Alhamdulillah, thank you. Make sure you, of course, cop the book of Roar in Harlem. You over here, Unique Mecca Audio, trying out his new little system. If y'all got any story ideas, content, whatever you like, send it to my number that comes up on the screen, 917-680-9091. All right? Or you can put it in the comments. Let's keep this communication going because we ain't ducking nothing over here. We all family. Whoever don't understand that goes, you already know, but now I said that. But the Jamaican issue coming up, I'm about to do about a week worth of all Jamaican stories, interviewing some of my Jamaican homies, and then I got Jim Jones, 5 mics, another Lou Sims joint. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I've been working on. That's why I haven't really been on here daily, because I want to introduce y'all to some, real credible messages also. All right? Because they all trying to save the youth now, working together. So we're going to do this the right way. Oh, yeah, and I'm interviewing Pimpin' Ken tomorrow. Big shout out to Pimpin' Ken, welcome to New York, family. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. Heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, make an audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.